Hey, buddies, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome to the Naval Game as Brazil, and we are in the home stretch. We did a little bit of off-screen searching, and we have discovered that this tile right here is owned by a city called Canberra, which I'm 99% sure is Australia's capital. So we know that Canberra is somewhere here. So this is where Australia's capital is here. I originally thought that Australia's capital was down here. However, this is actually England's capital because this is London, because Australia killed England way back there. And you can see Australia actually has a capital under their control that we need to take from them. So Australia has two capitals we need to take. We know where Istanbul is, we know where Madrid is, and we know where Lisbon is. So those three should be fairly straightforward. This one is going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm actually thinking, depending on how the information works out when I deploy my jet fighter over the sea, I might figure out that it might be better if I run to the north and go around straight to Istanbul and merge my two fleets together into one giant crusade fleet to sail down through here, which I think might be what we do. My empire is vast and unending. It's beset by giant death robots on all sides. We have rebellions. We have, random barbarians. But generally speaking, we are stable. We are strong. We are making much science. We've basically finished the tech tree. We've basically finished the civic tree. And we are mass producing units. We're mass producing money. We have so much money. We have so much faith. We're ready to take on the world. It's a real open question as to whether I should go for corporate libertarianism. I kind of flirted with this question last episode, but I'm wondering if I really should. The accumulating... I really think the thing that's selling it to me here is the accumulating resources is +1. So I'm going to work towards corporate libertarianism because that means I can more easily sustain a larger air force. All right, let's go ahead and deploy this jet fighter. We also got access to more aluminium, which is going to be huge for us here. And we can start blasting some of these Norwegian cities. So let's make the executive decision. Oh, I actually can't peace out Germany for another turn. I guess I'll accept that and I won't antagonize them any further. I think building more units at this point in the game is probably just a mistake because it's just adding to the number of things I need to micromanage and making me take longer to win. I think I've reached, I don't need any more units, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we're having loyalty problems in Nidaros, so that's something to consider. Rebellion in 6 turns. Not impossible to deal with. Oh my god, look how much range, by the way, 4 ranges on these things are. I can shoot Hamar. That's insane. All right, jet bomber, boom. Jet bomber, boom. Missile cruiser, boom. Make sure we bring up the this guy. Let's use the tank to grab this city. Boom, yoink. And we'll go ahead and faith purchase ourselves a machine gun to guard the city loyalty-wise. So now we have the loyalty required. I'm going to grab these 2 cities, and that'll be the end of our conquest here. I'm not going to clear these guys out completely. I'm going to just take these 2 cities and then cut straight south to hit Istanbul, Madrid and Lisbon all in quick succession so we can close this game out. Hopefully this episode, my goal is to just go as fast as humanly possible. Let's rebase my fighter to this aircraft carrier because it's slightly further along, and maybe next turn I'll be able to deploy the fighter onto one of these 2 tiles and really get a sense of where their capital might be. I suspect where it is. Actually, Australia's cities are not that tough. I could quickly detour and take out Trier. Let's do it. Let's detour. I don't think great generals do a huge amount for me this game, considering I'm going almost exclusively naval and air. So we'll see how she goes. But I have just killed so many units at this point. Like a never-ending train of units have been absolutely massacred by the hands of my new troops. Germany wants peace. I will take peace. Peace with Germany. He only has 1 city left, and the city is no threat to me. So there's no reason to stay at war with him. I am concerned about these nuclear subs floating around near my territory. If somebody gets a nuke and starts popping them off on me, it's going to be very unpleasant. I am 3 turns from the Manhattan Project. I'm really disappointed that they slowed down the Manhattan Project with that World Congress thing. Because I would have been firing nukes already. Like, nukes would have been flying this game had that not happened. But unfortunately, I just got unlucky. And sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, baby. I definitely need to work on more traders. That's like something I'm missing. You know, I'm just going to go to my capital. I'm going to go to my capital and just mass purchase traders. There's no reason not to. I have so much room for them. I have such a huge economy. Repeat, we have GDRs in the water. GDRs in the water. Uh-oh. That is like slightly spooky because GDRs can one-shot my units, which is a little bit unfortunate. GDRs are weak against cities, but damn are they good against cities, let me tell you. Let me do a little scout here. Boop. Jet fighter, deploy. Canberra, I know it's here. It's gotta be here. So I gotta figure out a way to kill these GDRs pretty safely. I'm lucky he has insufficient uranium, I'll tell you that much, or else these jet bombers, they'd be taking a hell of a lot more damage. In fact, I can't even attack with this bomber. I'll have to wait. We're going to keep that city. Best way to deal with giant death robots is probably to outrange it with rocket arty. Yeah, just set up some rocket arty on this island, I reckon. These GDRs are scary as hell. And I'm only going to unlock mine now in a few turns. They're not unkillable, but they do like represent a significant challenge for me. Like I can trade a destroyer for a kill, and I absolutely will try and make that trade every time because I get the heal from killing, and then I've only got 2 GDRs left. I think I'm on like my 5th or 6th GDR kill this game, which if you really think about that, is kind of crazy. Let's make sure we move our aircraft carriers back away from the range of the GDRs. How's Australia doing on the science victory, actually? He still doesn't have nanotechnology, which does not necessarily mean that he's doing poorly, because he can get that real quick and then very quickly do those space race projects. All right, tank, it's your time to shine. Boom, it's the Vanagar. Now we just got to take on Hamar. The Dutch want peace. Jesus. All right, yeah, we have to deal with, well, I think we need to take the city from Norway and then maybe peace him out, because we're about to run into a mass, and I mean a mass of nuclear subs. That is bad news bears for us. I don't think I need to explain why. So I don't know where those GDRs went, but I've lost visual contact. I'm going to gamble on the possibility that it'll be easier to conquer this city from the west. I think one of them is hiding in one of these cities. Yeah, you can tell by the combat strength he's in there. Well, I'm not going to be bombing that anyway. But I killed a GDR, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get these trade routes popping off. I'm just mostly looking for gold from people I'm at peace with. More gold means a larger army. Larger army means an easier life. A unit was captured by the Netherlands. Oh no! Oh, destroyer was hit by a jet fighter. That's kind of spooky, actually. All right, we need to watch out for that. Australia is using aircraft to defend. Let's use this jet fighter to soften the city. We'll take it with the tank. Boom. You promote. Got a lot of nuclear subs to take out, like I was saying. So fleet has turned the corner. Let's see, in Berlin, we actually could purchase more aircraft in Berlin to support our air effort here. And I think getting another jet bomber here is the move to provide extra air support. Although maybe jet fighters might be better moves. Maybe another jet fighter would be kind of cute. I'll probably look into getting another jet fighter here in the near future. But right now, I'm just trying to like click on things to keep my cities busy, because we are deep in the churn. The cha-cha-cha-cha-cha churn, baby. I don't know why I have an extra economic policy card slot. I'm going to... liberalism will be quite good to make up for all the amenities I'm struggling with. E-commerce is quite good for the production and gold. 120 science. I mean, this might get me GDRs a little bit sooner. I need to start saving gold so I can buy giant death robots. I also need to get more uranium. There's 1 uranium down here. There's another uranium in Nuremberg, so that might actually be a detour. And Hunza has uranium. Okay, so Hunza has uranium, which that makes Hunza way more important to me than it was originally. I don't know why I can't see this city when I'm suzerain, but I am going to go ahead and buy myself a builder and send it to go improve that uranium so I can have access to it and use it to supply myself with a thing. I'm going to detour and take out Nuremberg. Upgrade that bomber. You come this way. Jet bomber. Jet bomber. Man, I make so much oil. I'm making like 28 oil, 31 per turn. It's insane. I like how you can attack military engineers, and they don't die in one shot. Like, they're strong enough to like take a hit from a jet bomber. Like, how strong is this unit, dude? Jesus. How often do you reroll your starts? I would say it depends. If I'm live streaming, I'll usually reroll between 1 and 3 times. If I'm playing alone and I'm going for a very specific start, I'll reroll 10 to 20 times. Now, if I'm playing alone and I'm recording for YouTube and I'm just like, I don't care what start I get. I'll typically I'll play every start that I roll, and only re-roll if I have like a game-ending problem. So this is a bit of a problem. These nuclear subs are getting through the cracks and taking on my aircraft carriers from Norway. So I may have to piece out Norway just to protect these guys adequately. Aluminium has a red arrow. Hopefully that's fixed soon. Yeah, I'll be able to get corporate libertarianism soon, which will fix my aluminium problem. But yeah, let's talk to Norway and let's just piece him out because he has like the most annoying fleet in the world. I'll take all of his money. And now that I'm at peace with him, I have to deal with his bullshit because I'm pretty sure I'm way ahead of the Ottomans to the point where they shouldn't even be a problem. And I can actually I could probably piece out the Dutch as well at this point. And that's fine. And that gives me 10 turns of like not having to worry about their units. Ranged attacks from cities and encampments are 100% effective and gain 30 ranged strength. Unlocks giant death robot upgrade, particle beam siege cannon. Ooh, okay. So this makes the giant death robot really effective against cities. I'll be able to buy a giant death robot here very soon. Yeah, I can buy one next turn, which is going to be perfect. It's like the exact time that I would need a giant death robot. All right, so he's got some jet fighters over here, which is a little bit spooky. And the fact that he also has guys defending the cities is making it hard for me to bomb it because there's a giant death robot providing air support in here. Makes my life a little bit more complicated. But I should be able to take Nuremberg without any issues. Destroyer flotilla, boom. Mostly looking to control this purely for the uranium that's available in it. Because even attacking any tile near him is just bad juju. I can't, however, smash the walls of Izmir in a single turn. Alright, looks like my jet fighter took more damage than his for some reason. Kind of odd. You jump back inside there to heal up. We'll take a moment to bomb Izmir. Destroyer flotilla can grab Izmir. Potentially give me a city to scout Canberra from. We'll keep that city. Loyalty is horrific in here. I'll need to grab Magnus to have any, or Victor to have any chance here. Bomb Istanbul. Boom. Wrecked. Oh, I think we might have found a pathway in here. There's a canal here. There's a fortress we can break. This might be exactly what we were looking for. I'm very happy that things could potentially work out the way I'd hoped. I don't want to count my chickens before they become, eggs. But you know what we're saying. Giant death robot's a problem. We should just get free damage on them if we can. Uranium, boom. We've improved the uranium inside Hunza's territory, which should give me +3 uranium per turn. Oh yeah, I need to buy the giant death robot this turn. I forgot to buy it last turn. But I think I can buy it in Izmir. Jet fighter was destroyed by an Australian jet fighter. Oh. Was he able to attack directly inside my aircraft carrier? That's a bit dumb. He took very little damage for that. I can't attack him inside the city, but he can attack me inside there. Yeah, okay. So we'll come over to Izmir. We'll instantaneously buy ourselves a giant death robot. That'll give us a bunch of era score. I'll claim this great person. Not that I really care about that great person, to be honest with you. But I have destroyers ready to take Istanbul. Kumasi, you saucy, dumb mother. Why are you there? Why are you there, Kumasi? I can't even delete this unit. Oh my god. Kumasi actually just cock-blocked me, dude. Well, I got another relic because I found the Galapagos. Halep. Really? Halep? At the very least, Australia's got his work cut out for him to try and stop me. Need another loyalty stick. 4 turns. The Giga Fleet Crusade is arriving. You know, this unit is useless. I'm just going to delete it. One less thing to micromanage. Yeah, I guess we'll press on without our jet fighter. Rebase our bomber over here. Yeah, Canberra is definitely down here somewhere. I might need to recruit land-based military to defeat them, but I do have my GDR at least. And I'm just cranking out the nuke subs. Let's do something else with my production. I don't care about nuclear subs anymore, to be honest. Oh yeah, I can build nuclear devices. What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, my sweet baby. I need to be building the nukes. One giant death robot, the rest of my uranium goes into nukes. I can't believe I forgot about nukes. Halep might be the key to get to Canberra. Auckland, I super need to get suzerainty of Auckland. I need someone else to take suzerainty first, though. I am only 3 turns away from getting envoys, though, so maybe we can make that work. Well, Halep is almost down. Oh, baby, we are so close to the finish line here. I can actually taste it. This has all worked out just so perfectly in my favor in the late game that it's actually kind of disgusting. Did I steal the Venetian arsenal from someone? Because I'm getting double amount the boats that I'm expecting. Ah, Hamar had the Venetian arsenal. Ah, okay. That explains the double unit production thing. While defending, your ironclad was destroyed. Perfect. Okay, we got rid of the ironclad. And there's nuke subs is roaming the world. All right, there's advanced power cells and venture politics. So we're going to pop it over into corporate libertarianism. Boom, perfect. We're definitely going to make sure we plug in fascist legacy for that +5 combat strength in all units. The hell else was I doing? Loyalty. I don't need forced modernization anymore. I don't need big science or big tech. I think I can I don't need lots of gold. What scales really well here? Logistics is okay for moving units. I think I'm just going to take a bunch of amenities to try and offset how bad my war weariness is from being at, like in the Giga War of Giga Wars. And then I'll slap in Merchant Confederation and e-commerce just for a little bit of extra money. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Up to nearly 2,000 goals per turn. Giant Death Robot activate. Unfortunately, I don't have a jet fighter. Seriously. Okay, go ahead and take Halep for me. Thank you. You take Istanbul. Okay, I think that's the death of the Ottomans. I think we just accidentally killed the Ottomans. We'll keep that city. I like how I could have liberated the Ottomans the same turn that I killed them. Oh, Civ, you never disappoint. Can I get a unit down here to give me vision? Not quite. I need the suzerainty of Auckland, which I will be able to get in quite a few turns. Oh, there's the vision of Hobart I needed. Perfect. We can start bombing the ever-living snot out of this city. Just bombard, close, bombard. Now, the Giant Death Robot's main use is actually just to capture the cities. He's a scout/capturing unit. Very, very powerful, but the real power that he gives you is momentum. You shouldn't use him as a combat unit. That's not what they're best at. They're best at is capturing cities and keeping your momentum high. Go ahead and grab nuclear fusion so we can build thermonuclear bombs. Any tips for a newer player for domination victory? I have a hard time producing an army along with infrastructure and science. The trick is to do what we call phases and timing. So you might have very early game, you will go into a military phase, you'll spam out a few warriors, and then behind that you'll go into an economic phase where you'll make campuses and commercial hubs. And then you might go into, after doing the economic phase for a while, you go back into a military phase. And so you kind of like do that. If you try to do everything at once, you're going to spread yourself too thin. Identify if you have the technology and economy to take on another player. And then if you can take on that other player, produce a military and kill him. And then if your economy isn't strong enough to sustain a military to take on the next player, that's when you go ahead and you build economy. You always want to be switching. And then in the late game, you get to this point where you just have so many cities, you can produce whatever you want. Tourism, I'm not worried about. Domination, I've got that on lockdown. 4 more capitals and we've got it. Religion, I'm not worried about. Diplomacy, ooh. I am worried about diplomacy, actually. I got 16 turns until Wilhelmina could win a diplomatic victory. That's kind of spooky, actually. It's a science. Jan Curtin still doesn't have nanotechnology. I wonder what he's rushing. I think he might be rushing all the robot techs, and that's why he's not doing what he should. I could honestly use a second giant death robot to be able to conquer at the pace I can take cities now. I would love to liberate Rapa Nui as well, just as an FU to Australia for being such a huge thorn in my side this game. God damn it. But I'm in focus mode right now, I feel like. We're making huge progress every single turn. Like my actions per minute. Your actions per minute in a Civ game is actually like always going to be low because your actions require precision. It's not like an RTS game where you can kind of just like box select units and send them in vaguely the direction you need them and then micromanage them when they get there. In a 4X game, you have to micromanage every single unit, every single turn, wherever they need to go, or else they're going to like get themselves killed. Like you can reliably send units across the map in an RTS game, and as long as you're not like sending them wildly into undefended territory blindly, most of the time they'll at least get some of the way there without being like completely annihilated or like getting pathing issues. It's not true in 4X games. Jet fighter. Destroyers are being hit by jet fighters. That's unfortunate. I guess these guys don't have very good anti-air strength, which is a bit unfortunate because I don't know how to solve that problem. Yeah, I guess my destroyers have really bad anti-air strength. He was beside one of these. That's the other use of the giant death robot in the late game. as an AA platform. What the hell? Canberra wasn't here? Okay, I'm baffled. I'll rebase a plane from this aircraft carrier to Hobart, and that'll give you vision. Okay, all right. I was slightly off. I was slightly off my pin. Slightly off. It was there. I was 2 above. So Canberra now that I've revealed Canberra, it's completely undefended. It should be a relatively easy kill because the AI thinks that this is where I'm attacking over here. And so it's like, wait a minute. Why aren't you hitting our other cities? The AI isn't really smart enough to realize that I'm just kind of bypassing them and going straight for the juicy core. What's at the center of an Australian Tootsie Pop? Canberra. Delicious, delicious Canberra. I think I'm probably one of the only people in the history of the world to ever call Canberra a delicious city. I've only ever heard people talk shit about that city if they're from Australia. Like, I've never heard someone say, like, Canberra's great. It's always like, I live and work in Canberra because that's where the government is and I'm forced to work there. Also, the Gold Coast is pretty sweet. And that's like every conversation I've had with an Australian person. Although, again, most of those people were probably like in their 20s. Who I imagine the Gold Coast is like a young people place, kind of like, I don't know, LA or San Francisco, where like that's where like the nightlife and the Instagram models and stuff are. Oh, Gold Coast is the Miami to Brisbane's Orlando. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. That's probably a better analogy. I think we've basically got this in the bag. We can take Canberra next turn. Bomb the shit out of that place. My God, the game lagged, dude. The game does not like how well I'm doing. In terms of conquering cities. But we have Canberra and we have positive loyalty in Canberra. So it might be... Can I safely attack Rapa Nui? I could. That's the thing. I could. It's not who I'm clicking on. I'm clicking on this one. Can I... Oh my God. Okay, I need you to leave. You're causing issues. If I could liberate Rapa Nui, I think that would solve my loyalty issues in this area. So I'll bomb the shit out of that city. And liberate it. Yes. The real way great powers liberate. Through bombing. Apparently, it looks like I picked up the Alhambra somewhere. I'll drop in Total War for pillaging. Would you ever consider doing anything over-explained series? I've done over-explained series before. I like to do them very occasionally. I feel like if I'm going to do those, I like to have advanced as a player and have new things to talk about. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not really adding much to my old ones. Like if I'm making a video that I've done before, I really feel like I should be like adding something significantly new, or else it's just like, you know, kind of a cheap money grab. I mean, I could do cheap money grabs. If that's what the people want, I'll do them. People want cheap money grabs, I'll do cheap money grabs. I'm actually working on a semi-cheap money grab series right now. Although it is actually also super based. I'm working on I say it's a cheap money grab series. It's an experimental series. And it's a little bit more fluff than I would normally do, but still cram-packed with info. And we'll see how that goes. I've got so many things I need to work on. But I think I'm finally out of the woods when it comes to being like sick and just on holiday and we're gonna start cranking content. Okay, I think the game has gotten a lot of updates since the Arabia game. I think the game has got a lot of updates, but I don't think I have had many updates. You know, we're still on Potato McWhiskey version 3.7. Nothing more fluffy than tier lists. Yeah, tier lists will be happening. I've been promising tier lists since like before July, and I will have them done before the year ends, 100%. But I want them to be really, really good and really well thought out. So that's why they're taking so long. Is the offshore garrison a mod? Yes, that is the arsenal district that is available with the more maritime seaside diversity mod, I think. I have a video on my channel. It should be my latest released Let's Play, where I show off the mod and go through its features. Unfortunately, my destroyer was actually the unit I was using to kind of kill cities. So I will need to get myself a tank army here. Giant Death Robot should be able to take Rapa Nui. I'm scared that it's not quite soft enough. So I'll attack it one more time. We'll keep this. I'm going to liberate it, please. Okay, he kicked it in the right direction. Okay, we liberated Rapa Nui. So that's good. Still need to get to London, remember. That's where these bombers are coming in. That's why I'm still bombing some of these cities. But honestly, it might be easier to go through Lisbon and Madrid. We know Madrid is done, though. So where's this destroyer armada? The absolute just train of boats coming through here, ready for the fight. This GDR is a problem. I need jet fighters in the area. All right, 3 air liberated, that's fine. Gentle eruption. I think we can kill these, do you reckon? Let me have a look. I don't like the detour. Let me see. Do I have any jet fighters left? No. Destroyer, take Madrid. Okay, we're holding the original capital of Spain. Faith purchase some tanks to act as our city capturers in the area. I think I just eat a bunch of damage on these jet bombers to kill these GDRs. Some of these jet bombers might not be able to take this. Yeah, you can't take it. Nope, not a chance. Right, he's been sufficiently softened up. Where's our next target? I think Newcastle might actually be a key city here if there is a lake that I can get through to London. So I'm going to redirect a lot of my battle boats this way. See if I can sneak a nuke sub in. Okay, so we have confirmed there is not a route through here. Still going to take Newcastle. Make sure we get rid of this sub. Jesus. Loud. Let's deploy this fighter over this city. Cliffs of Dover. Perfect. We have a better idea. Woolin is here. I think Woolin is a city-state. All right, so we don't have a good route to get to London. Our best route to London is probably through Lisbon or Cumbria. Do drones and barrage balloons affect ships? I don't remember, actually. Hang on. +1 range. This has 3 base range, +1. It should have 5 range. It only has 4. So it looks like drones do not affect. I was pretty certain it affect artillery only, which is why I wasn't building them. Because I'm pretty sure I tested that before. Could jump across mountains. I will take the extra movement on giant death robots. Encampment training. Can't believe I finished the encampment trainings. Let's do some more. Trying to keep these cities busy. Are any nukes finished, actually? It's a good question. 3 turns until my first nuke. Once I actually have nukes in my inventory, that's when things become easier. I'm just going to start deleting units I don't care about. It's not necessary. It's not necessary for me to micromanage every single unit in my army right now. Let's cancel these nuke subs and instead build nuclear devices. I'm really liking how the map looks. It's got that nice healthy green glow of Brazilian domination. All right, looks like we managed to kick back that GDR that was causing us an issue. We should be able to take Newcastle, Murcia. We might be able to take Newcastle and Murcia this turn, depending on how my bombing damage works out. My units are a little bit hurt, so they'll do a little bit less. Get my GDR in position. Yeah, I should be able to take that, no problem. Is that enough? One more jet bomber. Should do it. And kaboom. We have taken Newcastle. Awesome. That is a thing of beauty. There's something just really satisfying about executing a military strategy really well. Which is probably why I'm miserable in this game, because I'm doing so poorly. All right, this tank, no, I need a little bit more damage. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. So a 4 range, you can hit that city. Perfect. Tank, grab Murcia. Lovely. Dedication, free giant death robot. Thank you. Keep city. Can it be airlifted? Make your way over here. We'll keep the city. Flood barrier, sewer, stock exchange, dry dock. Busy, busy, busy. Delete. Delete. These units are unnecessary now. This is the one thing I don't like about Civ, is that I have a very clear goal that I want to be focused on, and that's managing my army and doing the fighting. But in order to get to that, every turn I have to do a whole bunch of management of cities that doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Auckland is finally mine. It's going to be mass purchasing tanks here. I should probably have unlocked modern armor, because those are... I mean, it's only 10 combat strength, to be honest. 10 combat strength better, who gassed? Let's faith purchase a nice strong unit here. More tanks to help. Let's escort this guy with a nuke sub. Putting my nuke subs out front, specifically so I can find things like this. Am I taking Cordoba? Loyalty is tight in Madrid. So if loyalty is tight in Madrid, we are taking Cordoba. Destroyer Armada. That should fall next turn, no problem. Aircraft carriers. Don't think I need aircraft carriers around here anymore. Although they may be able to reach Lisbon. What am I missing again? Domination victory. I'm missing Portugal's capital and London down here. So I think if I take Cordoba and I position my aircraft carriers in Newcastle, I should be able to use my giant death robot plus aircraft carrier bombers to just go straight down here. So I think I can actually position my aircraft carriers here, hit Lisbon and liberate it, and then go from there. And I think we're actually good. I think we are on track. I think we don't really need to do much else. I think I need to clear out this AT crew so that this tank can get to the city. He's in position. Bomb the city a little bit more. You take it. Keep it. Rebellion in 8 turns. Any nukes? No nukers. We have not acquired the nuclear missiles yet. How was your trip to Cork? Did you enjoy it? Yeah, it was really great. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I liked pretty much everything that I saw there. I didn't really get to go to the English market, which I'm kind of annoyed about because that's like one of the, like I know it's kind of a touristy thing to do, but like when I go to a place, I like to hit the touristy spots just to be able to be like, okay, I saw them, because sometimes touristy spots are okay. Like they're not the worst, but I had a blast. The hotel was fantastic. Staff in the hotel, well, hotel was okay. Let me tell you. It was the first, WMD strike. Hey, that's just Nuke Lisbon. But yeah, the hotel wasn't as good as I thought it would. Like, considering what I paid, because it was the first time I'd been on holiday in nearly like 3 years. And I was like, I'm going to get the penthouse. I make way more money than I used to. Because I used to be broke. I was like, I'm going to get the penthouse room and it'll be great. And the penthouse was kind of dusty. I'm not going to lie. All right, it was kind of sad. Took great pictures. Enjoyed the penthouse. But I feel it was... the staff were great. The staff and every... dude, the people in Cork are so nice too. Oh my God. They are so much nicer than in Dublin. Holy shit. What did they put in the water in Cork, dude? The people were like so much nicer than in Dublin. I would walk into a shop and the people are like, hi, how's it going? Can I help you? And I'd be like, I'm good, thanks. That's the sort of service you only get like in America, where people are like contractually obligated to say that, or like their children will be fed to wolves. We found London. Okay, we can start bombing it now. This is the last city. We nuked Lisbon. It was a thing of beauty. We're bombing London. We'll take it in the next couple of turns. All we have to do is get a unit in range of Lisbon. Where's my destroyer? You. It can't be 6 turns to get there, for real? Anyway, we'll take Lisbon very soon. In fact, maybe I could sneak a tank through. It would have to be a tank army. Well, it just so happens I have a tank army that I could maybe sneak in over to Lisbon. Coming out big in favor of indentured servitude. You know what? Hot take. Maybe that take's a little bit too spicy. I think this is it, boys. This is the home stretch. We are almost there. I just have to micromanage a few more turns, and then we've got it. I think I can get it maybe next turn or the turn after. Everybody knows each other. I live and work in Cork. Genuinely, I was considering. I was like looking at houses in Cork and like, man, Cork looks like a good spot if you don't want to be in Dublin. I was like, man, it's way too expensive up here. I was thinking like maybe I could live in Cork for a year or two and then see how I like it. Everyone seems very, very sound. Okay, wait there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bomb London back to the Stone Age. Now there is like top 10 things an Irish man dreams about when he's asleep. Okay, maybe that one's a little bit too spicy. But we have taken London back, and now it's just about Lisbon. I don't think I can get a unit in range of Lisbon this turn. However, next turn I have 2 potential units to crank that city. It is being kept. It's over, boys. We only need to take one more city. One more city, and this 4-week-long battle with my lungs and a naval map is over. All right, we got it, boys. Here it comes. I want your W's ready in chat. Here we go. Shoo! Victory. We got the W. We got the win. It's incredible. It has been a long time in the coming. In the making? It's been a long time coming, and it's been a long time in the making. But we are here. We have done it. We have W'd. Yeah, that was me. I nuked Porto. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is exactly how my empire looked like. Brazil has conquered the world, boys. We have conquered the world. Oh, look at these graphs. Oh, look at this, Pedro. Dude, I actually had such a tough start to this game. Let me just show you. Hang on. Like, look at my graph. Hang on. Let me just like cut out most of these. All right. Let me show you. Let me show you my features. Okay. Here's my science. All right. Not a lot happening for most of the game. Okay. This is most of the early game. The first 100 turns are what sets your empire up. Hojo had more science than me. Dido had more science than me. Victoria got murdered early by Australia. Australia had insane amounts of science more than me. In fact, Australia just straight up had more science than me the entire game. Guitarja was beating me in science. Every single one of these AIs was beating me in science, and I still managed to claw my way up through the rankings and come out on top. That is, beautiful. And even culture. Although culture, I think I was a little bit better because culture is a little bit easier. But even so, look how bad. I'm like, you can't even find me in this list until the late game. Buildings constructed. I built a shit ton of buildings in the end. Units killed. This graph. Oh my God, was I killing units this game, dude? I don't think I actually lost that many units either. Yeah, I lost the least amount of units in this entire game. Very few units did I lose, which feels pretty good. I actually, strangely enough, I didn't even declare the most wars in this game. Somebody else declared more wars than me. And it was Bandar Brunei. Look at all these city-states. Oh my God, the warmonger city-states. That's because they kept switching sovereignties and getting dragged into wars. So they get like wonders constructed. I built basically no wonders this game, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure I built like a wonder. Maybe two. How many wonders did I build? I don't think it was many. Oh man. I built one. Was Mausoleum of Halicarnassus the only wonder I built this game? Seriously? Was that the only wonder? Oh my God. I actually just went crazy this game. I just went murderous. Total cities destroyed. Now, total cities captured. Where's that? Cities captured. Oh, look at this. This is indicative of like a really tough game, okay? I wasn't able to capture a city in this game until nearly turn 180. And then the next 120 turns are just me capturing cities. This turn 0 to turn 180. That's me just fucking surviving and trying to stay alive, being attacked with 4 cities. I had 4 cities this entire time. No, 1, 2, 3. I had 5 cities. 5 cities up until this point. And that's when the war began. I had only 5 cities with which to build an empire that could stand the test of time. Because I only founded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 cities for this period of time. And I was behind in science this entire time. Like if you look, this is this section of the graph right here, 219. If I go to the science graph, you can see I'm still not ahead scientifically here. But it's when all my careful infrastructure paid off right here around 219. That's where I had focused so much on economy and science that I was now ahead of a bunch of the AIs, and then war became viable. So you can see, if you're playing correctly, the exact time where your scientific production should outstrip the AI should also coincide with the exact time you start, conquering the world. So that was fucking great. Why build wonders if you can conquer the cities? Exactly, dude. But I'm super proud of this game. I'm super happy with this game. It was a fantastic game. I hope some of you guys got to see it like all the way through, because this was like a fucking great game. No, I fucked up my outro. I love you all very, very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.